church I was going to had partnered with another church in the city, and it was a church that consisted mostly of the working poor and the homeless of that neighborhood. One day Mary was standing outside the church, and she kind of had this look of fatigue and desperation. I just casually asked her, you know, just what's going on? She said nothing, kind of avoiding eye contact, and you could just tell that there was a lot going on, and so I just kind of wait a minute and then just said,
"It's just hard for me to see you and your wife because I used to be you. I used to be where you are. I used to have what you have. I used to do what you do. I used to live where you live. I used to be you."
So I just kind of follow up, you know, "Do you mind if I ask what happened? How did you end up homeless?" She replied and she said, well, kind of gave me her story. She said, "I was married, had kids, had friends in a home in a nice neighborhood. But at that point, my husband became very abusive, so I had to leave. But even then, I was doing fine. I was working, had a decent place to live. But that place burned down, and so I had to move. And in the middle of that transition, I lost my job. And then a month later, I couldn't afford the rent, and the next thing I knew, I was living under a bridge, asking myself that same question: how did this all happen?" She continued on. She said, "But since being here, God has transformed my life." She said, "I see how broken I am
and how broken this world is, and I know that my only hope is in Jesus. I know this, but it is still hard. There are no jobs around here, and a cycle develops of not having a job, so you can't get a place to live, and then not having a place to live, so you can't get a job. But I know God has me in this place for a reason. There are hurting people here who I know God wants me to have an impact on, and they have taught me a lot about what it means to live with dignity and to care for one another."